Start coming on down and finding your way into a wide leg child's pose. So knees out wide towards the edge of the mat, big toes together, hips down towards the heels, and we'll get started very soon. As always, do remember to modify, adapt as you need. Most important is that we have fun and enjoy whatever flow we need. When you're ready, that's us getting started there. So just taking a few deep, full breaths in, and so just thinking about bringing new oxygen, new energy into the body. Feeling the subtle movement of breath in the body, feeling how that inhale expands in the back body, the side body. Feeling the chest release down, the shoulders relax, the jaw, the eyes, the face, everything soften. Really full, expansive inhales and exhales. Just starting to feel a little more softness in the body, a little more space. One more really deep, full breath in. And from there, grounding out the hands, we'll roll on up. And we are in table pose. So hands underneath the shoulders. Remember, the fingers are spread out wide, the pointer finger is facing forwards, and you really want to feel that lovely even distribution of weight, so pressing into the fingertips, into the second knuckle, powering the hands into the mat, feeling the shoulder blades come apart, engaging the abdominals, starting to feel really strong here. We're going to work cat-cow, so inhale, letting the gaze lift, opening the heart, stretching out through the chest. Exhale, pressing really hard with the hands into the mat, squeezing the core, lengthening out through the whole back. Just flowing there, inhale, opening up through the chest, stretch up, and exhale, really strong through the core, press and arch, lengthen through the back body. Inhale, and once again, exhale, really squeeze and power and lift up through the spine. From there, coming back through centre, tuck the toes, send the hips high, and we're in a downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, remember, once again, we want to turn the pointer finger forward, spread the fingers out as wide as you can, ground down into the second knuckle, and think about squeezing the core, pressing the hands as hard as you can into the mat, so lifting the hips up to bring this lovely upside down V shape, firming the upper arms in, and from there you might want to start to pedal out through the legs, maybe shaking up through the head. So maybe your first down dog of the day, maybe feeling a little tight, maybe it feels easy, just checking in with what's going on in the body, and starting to feel that space in the hamstrings and the calves. Thinking about finding that strength in the shoulders and the abdominals, and it's a lovely way just to let the spine stretch out, release into gravity, decompress. Inhale, feel the spine extend longer. Exhale, feeling the heels sink down, and letting the head relax. Taking one more breath here, inhale. Exhale. And from there, start to walk the feet towards the hands, find your way into a flopping forward fold. Maybe start to have a little pedal, a little shake out. It'd be quite nice to take the hands around the back of the head, or take the hands to the elbows, whatever at all feels good for you. Maybe moving the weight of the toes and feeling the hips lift higher above the heels. From there, you can really encourage the whole of the calves, the hamstrings, and the lower back to open up to find more space. Taking a breath in. And from there, release the hands, ground down the feet, weight to rise. Inhale, lift and stretch up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Alright, let's crack on. Grounding down with the feet, inhale, rise up, lift up, stretch, opening through the heart. Exhale, swan dive, folding forwards, bending the knees. If you need to, your hands plant head drops. On an inhale, floating up high on the fingertips, or bringing the hands to the shins, strong through the core, inhale. Exhale, planting the hands, hop, step, or jump. And we're in a plank pose, spreading the fingers out wide, really strong through the core, feel that activity through the back body. And from there, we're going to use the toes, move the body weight forward, start to bend through the elbows, lowering the rib cage to meet the elbows into low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes, chest lifts, up dog. Exhaling the weight all the way back to a downward facing dog there. So just take some time, reset some hands, moving from up dog to down dog. We just need to give ourselves a little more space, a little more adjustment. Take a breath in, and from there look to the hands, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, thinking about finding a long flat back, so once again extend and reach and stretch. Exhale to fold. Grounding down the feet, root to rise, extend, inhale, and exhale, we're moving into chair pose. This is going to be the beginning of our standing sequence. Chair pose, remember the weight is going to the heels, the spine is lifted, the core is engaged. Inhale, exhale, sinking down low. Think about firming the upper arms in towards each other. Inhaling, exhaling. Just going to hold here. So we're starting to build strength in the legs and the quads. Squeeze the glutes through. Inhale, exhale, 2. Taking one more breath in. And out, great job. Inhale, rise up, lift up, open up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, swan dive, folding forwards. Inhale, long flat back, stretch. Exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding plank. From there, coming down to a forearm plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders. And we're just going to roll the hips from side to side. So remember, you can just hold the forearm plank. You can drop to a kneeling forearm plank, in which case make sure the knees are a little way past the hips, so you've still got that long spine. Always taking these little hip dips from side to side, squeezing in the core, working into that back body, into the shoulders, into the side body. Working here for 3. So lifting up and over, strong core, 2. And 1. Find your way to plank. Hands underneath the shoulders, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bending through the elbows, low plank. Inhale up dog, stretching out. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. So take some time, set yourself up, power those hips up high, feel that firmness with the upper arms. Let's get on, left foot down, right foot lifts, 3-leg dog. So we're scissoring the legs towards each other, thinking about engaging that left glute, that right glute. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the core. Inhale, reach, extend. Exhale, drive right knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, lift and exhale, squeeze that right glute, and drive knee to nose. Swapping over, right foot down, heels to the earth, engage that right quad. Inhale, left foot high, squeezing the left glute, pointing or flexing the toes, 3-leg dog. Inhale, exhale, drive knee to nose, really strong there. Inhale, reach, extend, and drive and squeeze those abs. One more time. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale to drive. Left foot meets right, look to the hands, hop, step, jump to seated. Woo. And we're going to extending both legs out in front of you. So hopefully starting to feel a bit warmer now. This is going to be our recovery and also our prep for our ab sequence. So finding a double leg forward fold. Shooting back on the sit bones. Inhale, we're reaching up. Starting to angle the body forwards and stretch out. So remember, it doesn't matter if you're not at your full extent. We're going to take about 5 rounds today. So no worries if you're not quite at your deepest forward fold. Got plenty of time to work into this. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Exhale to relax, shoulders release. Taking one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Roll on up, cross the legs. Let's go, round 2, find plank. Use toes, move the body weight forwards, bending through the elbows, low plank. Inhale, up dog, shoulders down the back, squeeze the glutes, up dog. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Engaging the quads, wrapping the triceps in, powering the hips up higher, taking a breath in. And looking to the hands, hop, step or jump towards the hands. Inhale, extend, long flat back. Exhale to fold. Grounding down with the feet, rise up tall, lift up. Inhale and exhale, find your way into a chair pose. So weight to the heels, strong through the core. Remember, we're powering into the legs. Make sure you can still see your big toes. The shoulders are reaching down, the core is engaged, the spine is long. Taking a deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, we're just going to carefully transfer the left ankle to the right knee and take the hands to heart center. So we're finding what we call a pigeon chair. Got this pigeon leg, so we're opening out through the hips, but also, she says, falling over, working that right quad really hard. So we're balancing and intensifying that burn on the right leg. Hold it there for 3. Inhale. Exhale. So flexing that left foot, feel that lovely opening through the hips. 2. Awesome stuff. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, and stay low if you can. Let's get those legs fired up. Right ankle comes onto the left knee. So we're grounding down big toe, little toe heel. Finding one spot to focus on. Flexing that right foot, opening out through the hip. Inhale. Exhale, sinking down. Feeling the spine lengthen. So a really lovely strength, balance, coordination pose. It's got everything going on. Hold it if you can. Another 3. Looking good. Hanging in there. 2. And 1. Right foot down. Perfect. Rise tall. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, long flat back. Plant the hands, hop, step, jump. We're back into plank and then straight down to a forearm plank. Hold, kneel. We're going to roll the hips from side to side, squeezing in the core, lifting up and over. Nice job. Feeling that lovely power, that smooth glide From side to side, working here for 3. Lift up and over, strong core, strong shoulders, 2. And 1. Find your way up to plank. From there, we're going to post the left foot under the body. The right hand is going to reach up the sky. We're going to fall and pyramid. Nice little side plank variation. Remember, if you need to plant the left knee down and just take a kneeling side plank, you're very welcome to. The aim here is to kind of open up through the chest. We're pressing both feet to the floor. Really lift, extend, and power up for 3. Inhale. Exhale. Try and keep those hips high, strong core. 2. And 1. Careful transition back to plank. Floating the right foot under. Left hand reaches up to the sky. So on the outer edge of that right foot, powering the hips up high, we've got an option to take a kneeling side plank if we prefer. Really extend and reach, opening through the heart. Deep breaths in. And out, pressing hard with that bottom hand from that. Keep that lift through, let's squeeze the glutes 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Nice job. Finding plank. From there, use toes, move the body weight forwards, lower down, low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down, facing dog, spreading the fingers out wide. Core engaged, power the hips up high. Left foot grounds, right foot lifts up, reach up, stretch, inhale. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, reach, extend. And drive, squeeze 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And drive. From there, right foot lifts, bend the right heel. Scorpion legs. We're going to stack the right hand above left. Keep pressing both hands hard into the mat. And find that sense of lengthening through the side body. Stacking the right hip above left, so we're opening up through the hips to the quad. Inhale. Exhale. For 3. So really power those hips up high. Keep that length. 2. Lovely opening in the back of the left leg. And 1. Swapping over, right foot down, left foot lifts high. The left heel comes towards the bum. We're pressing both hands hard into the mat. Stacking the left hip above right, focusing on that sense of lengthening down through the side body. Really reach and stretch, powering the hips open, opening up through that left quad for 3. So deep breath in and out. Remember a little recovery coming up soon. 2. And 1. Nice job. Left foot reach right, look to the hands, deep hop to seated. And off we go, both legs out in front of us. Whizzing through this. Soft bend to the knees, inhale, reach up. Exhale, angling the body forwards. And we're in a lovely double leg forward fold. So this is an opportunity to slow down, catch your breath. Inhale. Exhale, well done for 3. Deep breaths in. And out, so shoulders relaxing, spine extending. 2. Well done, 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. From there, come on up. We're going to take both peace hand fingers to the big toes and kick out, finding a way into a bound boat. So if that's not available to you, just hold around the back of the legs, squeeze the core. If you need to plant the hands down, also fine. If you can, we're taking the hands to the big toes, kicking out, stretching out. So we're finding a balance. We're squeezing the core, lifting up, drawing this chest through the arms, the shoulders back. Get a nice little stretch through the back of the legs as well. So working on balance and abdominal strength, a little bit of flexibility. Great job, hanging in there. We're going to have here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, focus on that breath. Use that breath. 2. 1 more breath in. And out, nice job. Release the feet, plant the hands. Off we go, plank. Use the toes, lower through low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Send those hips up high, spread the fingers out wide, we're wrapping the triceps in. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, release the chest through the arms. Looking for the hands, bend the knees, hop, step, jump forwards. Inhale, long, flat back. Exhale, forwards. Grounding now with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend. And hands to heart center. Inhale up again. Exhale, finding your chair pose. Weight to the heels, strong through the core. Really power down. Make sure you've got the weight moving backwards, remember, so you can always lift up your toes, working those quads. Feet can be together or further apart, shoulders down. 3, inhale. So we've got a pigeon chair coming up, and then we're going to take it into an eagle. 2. And 1, we're going to move the weight to the right foot, left ankle onto the right knee, taking the hands to heart center, squeezing in the core. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders stay relaxed, spine is long for 3. So we're going to take it into eagle next. 2. And 1 from there. The left foot is going to wrap around on top of the right knee, either staying there, or if you can, we're going to wrap the left toes also around the right ankle. Taking the left hand under the right, and either holding onto the shoulders or wrapping the arms around each other. The aim here is to move the elbows away and the hands to the sky, stretching through the shoulders, really challenging balance, great way to mobilize the joints. 3, inhale. Strengthening that side leg. 2. And one, release, nice job, reset. So we're finding our way back into chair, weight into the heels, strong through the core. Find that lovely stable starting position. And when you're ready, right ankle onto the left knee. Sending the hips down low, maybe bringing the hands to heart center, finding a spot to focus on. Maybe flexing that right foot, making sure that left knee is as stable as possible. Working here in our pigeon chair and then into eagle, so start to visualize those flows, that transition through. Nice job. 2. And let's go, careful. Right foot can come over, right toes can tuck under, or they can just hang out, whatever works for you. Taking the arms out wide, taking the right under left, wrapping the hands together or holding onto the shoulders. Remember, it doesn't matter about what variation we're in, the aim is to find that balance challenge. I always find really hard on this side, elbows move away, hands to the sky. Thinking about squaring the shoulders and the hips towards the short side of the mat. Inhaling, exhaling, hopefully start to feel some work in that left leg through. Opening through the shoulders, 2, and in there. 1, release, great job. Ground down, inhale, rise, lift, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long flat back. Planting the hands, hop, step, or jump, plank. Come on down, and we're in a forearm plank. We're going to lower the hips from side to side. Elbows pressing hard into the mat. Core is engaged, rolling. Remember to just take a kneeling variation if you prefer. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. You're lifting up and over. And 1. Finding way all the way up to plank. From there, we're just going to roll onto the left side of the foot. Right hand reaches up into the sky. We're in this full on pyramid variation. And you're super welcome to take a kneeling forearm plank if you prefer. Working here for 3. Inhale, really lift, extend, stretch up, 2. And 1. Alright, keep that left foot where it is. Right hand is going to plank. Right toes are going to twizzle. So we're in this little variation of a plank. You're very welcome to stay there. You can come down to the forearms. Or if you're feeling it, let's have a go at a little press. So we're going to take a little lower. And press back up. Funky little press up variation. 2 more, a little lower. And press, really feel that power in the chest and the back body. 1 more, a little lower. Press up. Swap over, left foot ground, right foot under, and reach up, stretch up. Our lovely fallen pyramid, powering the hips up high, opening up to the chest, strong through the core, deep breaths in. And out for 3, really lift, extend, and stretch. 2. And 1, left hand plants, left toes towards. Remember, you can hold. Remember, you can come down to the forearms. Or if you're with me, let's have a little go. Let's have a little look at the floor. Power back up. 2 more, so a little bend of the elbows. Squeeze, power up, try not to rush it. 1 more if you can. Little lower, look at the floor, press on up. Ooh, nice job, plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows into low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhale your way to downward facing dog. So remember to take your time to set yourself up. Find that lovely strong dog to start with. And when you're ready, left foot ground to right foot lifts to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, reach up, squeeze that right glute. Exhale, drive knee to nose. 1 more time, lift, lift, lift. And drive. Right foot rises, right heel comes towards the bum, left heel comes to the earth. The second right foot above left. Extending the side body, stretching out, take a breath in. And 1 more, inhale. Exhale. From there, we're going to land the right foot forwards, spin the left toes down, the left heel down, wiggle our way up. We're in warrior 2, so heel to inner arch alignment, right foot is facing forwards, the left foot takes the long side of the mat. Spreading the fingers out wide, sinking into the hips. And when you're ready, inhale, arch your back, right hand rises. Exhale, stretch forwards, right elbow to knee, left hand over the head. So we're inhaling, opening, stretching back. And exhale, reaching, flow and extend forwards. 1 more time, inhale, reach back, stretch back. And exhale, windmill the hands, find your way back to dog. So we're second side here, spreading the fingers out wide, find that strength, left foot rises, inhale. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, lift and stretch. Drive on in, squeeze the core. 1 more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, drive. Scorpion leg, left foot rises, left heel to the bum, pressing both hands into the mat. Focusing that extension through the side body, we're opening through the hips. Think that little twist through the spine, and breathe. 3. Think about that transition to warrior 2. Try to make it smooth, try to make it controlled. 2. And 1, let's go, left foot forwards. Hold out to the right foot ground, wiggling the hands up and over. Warrior two. So left foot facing forwards, right foot taking the long side of the mat. Spreading the fingers out wide, sinking into the hips. And when you're ready, let's flow. Inhale, arching back, stretching back. Exhale, left elbow to right knee, right hand reaches forwards. Beautiful stuff. Inhale, arch back, lengthen and lift. Exhale, flow and reach and extend. Stretching out through the side body. One more time. Inhale, arch back, lengthen. And exhale, one on the hands to find your way back. Down dog. Take a moment, take a breath and reset. Strengthen the arms. Squeeze the core. Inhale. Exhale. Alright, up into seated. So both legs out in front of you. Soft bend through the knees. In or fully straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. So we're finding our beautiful length through the back body, through the hammies. Inhale. Exhale. For 3. So thinking about lengthening, breathing into the back body. 2. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Alright, let's go. Come all the way up. Peace sign fingers around the big toes. Start to kick out, stretch out. Remember, you've got loads of options. You can hold them around the backs of legs. You can plant the hands. Any little variations you've got. Squeezing in the core, reaching up, stretching up, shoulders back. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Alright, we're going to come all the way down to lie on our backs here. We're going to take the legs over the head. The arms over the head, the knees are over the hips. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze the core, reaching forwards, chin to chest, lower back down. Alright, you've got the option to stay there, or if you want to, we're going to take this into a V-sit, so we're going to squeeze the core, and then we're going to move toes and head away from each other, squeeze to lift, or we can take this into a full V-sit, so we're going to take the fingers to toes, and then we're going to lower hands and toes away, squeeze to lift, and lower. So any of those variations, just using the legs, the arms, little curl, whatever works for you. Working here for 3. So squeeze into left hand, little half V-sit. 2. 1. Squeeze. And reach all the way up and over. Nice job. Find your way to plank. Use toes with the body weight forwards. Lower through leg plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Alright, take a moment, take a breath. And round 4. Take a moment. Inhale. Exhale, hop to hands. Inhale, long flat back, stretching out. Exhale to fold. Rounding up with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend, and sinking back into the chair pose. Weight to the heels, really strong through the core. Find that power, find that strength, and start to visualize where you're going. You're going to be here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. Left ankle onto the right knee, hands to heart center, pigeon chair. So remember, we're finding a balance. We're moving the weight out behind us, the core is engaged, the shoulders relaxed. 3. Inhale. Exhale, we've got that pigeon chair coming up. 2. And 1. Eagle, so the left foot is coming over. Maybe the left toes tucked under the right ankle. Left hand comes under, wrapping the arms, wrapping the legs, squaring the hips, elbows move away, hands to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, so we're really challenging little balance. It's going to be a warrior 3 next, so we're opening the shoulders wide here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. Hands to heart center. We're just going to try and catch that balance. Feel the right hip moving backwards, the right foot is spread out, right quad is engaged, left toes sweep out behind you, squeezing that left glute. 1 long line from toes to head, hold it there. 3. Lovely strong t-shirt balance. 2. And 1. Careful transition, left foot down, rise up with the hands. Inhale. Exhale down into your chair, straight into your pigeon chair, right ankle to left knee. Hands to heart center, strong through the core. Sinking the hips down low, lengthening through the spine. Inhale. Exhaling, great job. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. So we're finding that depth. 1 more breath in. And our right foot is going to just creep over. Maybe wrapping the toes around. Maybe taking the right arm under left, or find nil balance point. Elbows are moving away from the face, hands to the sky. Oh, always so much harder on this side. Just working here for 3. So any variations, keep that core tight. Think about that next pose. 2. And 1. Left foot ground. Right toes extend. Warrior 3. Moving the left hip back. We're engaging that right glute. Pointing the toes and stretching out. 1 long line from toes to head. Really extend and reach and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Engage the muscles that's stretching out. 2. 1 long line. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, right foot grounds. Inhale, reach to lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long flat back. Plant both hands. Up step, find your way to plank. And coming down, forearm plank. So holding. If you're feeling you're going to move the hips from side to side, little forearm dips. Powering into the shoulders, keeping the core tight. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. Find your way up to plank. Left foot is going to float under. Right hand reaches to the sky. So reaching and stretching up, opening through the heart, finding that power through the side body. Deep breaths in. And out for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. Right hand plants. Right toes twizzle. Staying there, or if you can, we're going to lower. And press back up. 2 more, little lower. Strong core and press. 1 more time, lower. And press. Straight on the second side. So we're going to float that little right foot under, the left hand reaches up to the sky. Really power and lift up. Find that opening through the heart space. Strong through the core. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, lift and extend. 2. And 1. Left hand plants, left toes twizzle. Remember you can hold. If you're feeling this, you can take a little bend with the elbows. And power back up, little presses. 2 more, lower. Squeeze, power up, find that strength. 1 more time, lower. And press. And find your way back to plank. From there, we're going to take the left foot outside the left hand. The right toes back, and we're just going to stretch out into a lizard. If you want to drop that right knee down, feel free. We're thinking about the hips sinking down. Chest reaching forwards, finding that lovely opening through the hips. For 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, swapping over, left foot back. Right foot forwards, right knee over right ankle. The hips are extending forwards, the shoulders moving back. Lovely stretch, and feeling that the hip flexors inside the hip, shoulders back. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, we're back into a plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows, low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling your way to a downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, core engaged, hips high. Left foot round, right foot comes into the bum. Finding our scorpion leg. That's not where we are, but inhale, right foot high. Exhale, drive knee to nose. Inhale, reach up, squeeze that right glute. And drive, strong core. 1 more time. Inhale, lift that right foot high. Exhale to drive. From there, right foot lifts. Now in our scorpion leg, right heel in towards the bum, extending those hips up high, opening through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, you've got a warrior 2 coming up. Start to think about that transition. 3, inhale. So lengthening through the side body, strengthening through the back body. 2. And 1, right foot lands forwards, left toes, left heel twizzles. And we're in a warrior 2, big deep surfing legs. And when you're ready, we're going to float out. So we're going to inhale, arch back, right hand to sky. Exhale, stretch forwards, right elbow to knee, left hand overhead. Inhale, reaching back, lengthening, open through the side body. Exhale, stretch forwards, left hand reaches up and over. 1 more time, inhale, arching back, maintaining that lunge. Exhale, stretching forwards. Bring the hands up in line with the shoulders, straightening that right leg, engage the core, inhale, lift, moving the body weight forwards. And then from there, we're just going to windmill the hands open, powering the legs into the mat. Bring this right quad lift, we're opening through the heart space, stretching into a lovely triangle, stretching out down the inside of the right leg. Keep powering both legs into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more breath here. Really, shoulders relax, but opening through the chest. Inhale. And exhale, float up, windmill the hands. Find your way back, down dog. Hips high, strong core. Left foot rises. Inhale, lift up, stretch up, and drive. Squeeze that core. Inhale, lift, right foot to the earth, left foot sky, and drive, strong core. 1 more time, inhale, lift up, exhale, drive. Left foot rises, left heel in towards the bum, finding that sense of opening through the hips, spiraling the body open, lengthening through the side body. Lovely deep stretch, scorpion like an absolute cracker. One of my favourites too. Inhale, exhale, 2, and 1. Left foot lands forwards, hold the right foot grounds. We're wiggling up and over, finding our warrior 2. Feeling powerful, feeling strong. Left foot forward, right toes to the long side. Let's flow it out. Inhale, arch back, stretch back. Exhale, reaching forwards, right hand peels over the head. Inhale, arch back, stretch back, lengthening down the side body. Exhale, flow forwards, right hand peels over. 1 more time. In, And exhale, stretching up. Inhale, hands up in line with the shoulders, straighten that left foot, ground over the feet, engage the glutes, inhale. Exhale, lean, and when you reach your limit, just windmilling the hands open, stretching open, fingertip moves away from the fingertip, spiraling the body towards the sky, lift up both quads, power into that back foot, opening through the heart space, deep breath in, and out, stretching on the inside of the left leg, on the right side body, 3, deep inhales, exhales, great job, 2, and 1, float on up, windmill the hands, and find your way back to a downward facing dog. Hips up high, inhale, exhale. From there, look the hands, hopping to seated, and we're back into abs. So, both legs out in front of us, inhale, reach up tall, exhale, folding forward, stretching up. So we're finding that lovely stretch through the lower back, through the hamstrings, breathing in, hopefully a little more space now, we've warmed up a little for 3, inhale, exhale, 2, 1 more breath in, and out, rolling up, find the sit bones, and maybe start to kick out, stretch out, strong through the core, lifting up, shoulders back, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, any variations, so also remember, and 1, lower down, and we're going to take our little V-sit variation, so option to just hold legs and squeeze, lift on up, and lower, option to mirror arms and legs, so we're squeezing forehead to knees and arms away, option to take straight legs, we're moving arms and legs away, squeezing, reach the toes, and lowering back again. Working here for 5, so squeeze into lift, any variation of crunching, 4, lifting up legs, and head 3, well done, 2, and 1 from there. Going to take the hand around the back of the left leg, squeeze the core, single leg stretch, so we're using the abs to lift the shoulders off the mat, stretch down the back of the left leg for 3, 2, 1, and scissor, swapping over, left toes are pointing, squeezing the core, lifting up with the chest, bring the right knee towards the nose for 3, 2, 1, left side, lift, 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 squeeze, and draw knee into nose, shoulders back, 3, 2, 1, and transition, lift and stretch, into back of the right leg, 3, 2, 1, and from there we're going to roll all the way, put it over, and find our way to plank. Use the toes, move body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog, well done. Alright, final round. Let's go, bend the knees, flop to hands. Inhale, long flat back, exhale to fold. Grounding down with the feet, root to rise, lift, extend, and sink low chair pose. Weight of heels, strong through the core. Really find that fire from the abs, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and 1, hands to heart center, moving the weight to the right foot, left ankle onto the right knee, shoulders down the back, breath in, and out for 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and 1, left foot moves over, tucking the left toes down, arm comes under, wrapping the arms, hips and the shoulders face the long, short side of the mat, sorry, so we're finding that eagle, stretching up through the shoulders, 3, inhale, exhale, sinking down, 2, and 1, unravel, left toes ground, left hip moves back, long through the spine, engaging the right glute, pointing the toes, stretching out, 3, inhale, really lengthen, extend, 2, and 1, coming to balance, left hand, left foot, sorry, right hand, right foot, turning the left toes out, left hand to the hip, start to rotate, and if it feels comfortable, lifting that left hand up to the sky, standing half moon, lovely stretch down the back of that right leg, we're pointing or flexing those left toes, so strengthen that left leg, opening through the heart, 3, to work on balance, strength, flexibility, great little pose, 2, and 1, float to standing, hands rise, sit bones low, back into a chair, right ankle to the left knee, hands to heart center into our pigeon chair, squeezing in the core, lifting up the chest, nice work, deep breaths in, and out, this is the final time we take this flow, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and 1, letting that right foot creep over, maybe hooking the right toe around, right arm comes under, squaring the hips, ground down, big toe, little toe heel, draw the elbows away from the face, hands to the sky, squeeze the core, 3, and in there, we got this, 2, and 1, warrior 3, left toes ground, left hip moves backwards, right toes are pointing, strong through the core, really extend and lengthen, stretch out, engage that left quad, engage the right glute, 3, deep breaths in and out, 2, and 1, left hand coming to the mat, right hand to right hip, starting to rotate open, flexing or pointing those right toes, maybe lifting that right hand up to the sky. So we're finding our standing half moon balance. Should feel like a lovely deep stretch down the inside and the back of that left leg. We're opening through the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, 3, really lift, extend, 2, 1 more breath in. And perfect, careful flow, back to standing, rise tall, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. And plant both hands, hop, step, jump, plank. Down onto the forearms, find a little flow on our plank. We're going to roll the hips from side to side. Remember, you can just hold if you need to, working here for 3. Deep breath in and out, really squeeze the core, lift up and over, keep those shoulder blades coming apart, 2, 1, up to plank, left foot under, right hand rises, reaching up, stretching up, powering the hips high, squeeze the core, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and 1, right hand plant, right toes twizzle, option to stay there, option if you're feeling we're going to take a little lower the elbows, power back up, 2 more, little bend with the elbow, strong core, power back up, 1 more time, little look on the floor, power up, ooh, nice work. Second side, right foot back, left foot under, lifting that left hand up to the sky, really reaching, opening, making those hips and the hands reach as high as you can, 3, nice job, 2, and 1, both hands plant, toes twizzle, let's go, little bend of the elbows, squeeze, power back up, 2 more, little bend and lower, and 1 more back up, lower, press, and find your way to a plank. Left foot moves forwards, think about powering the legs into the mat, lengthening out through the chest, stretching out 3, so lizard pose, left knee over left ankle, right toes back, engage that right quad, 2, and 1, swapping over, left foot back, right foot forwards. So we're thinking about extending, stretching out, pressing the feet into the mat, feeling the hips sink low, the spine extend, 3, well done, 2, 1, and back into a plank. From there, we're just going to take little mountain climbs. We're going to run the knees into the chest, or you can take a slow knee drive. Working here, fun little push for 5. Taking light the toes, 4, hands hard into mat, 3, 2, 1, plank, nice job. Lower 3, low plank. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Alright, we're doing an awesome job, we're almost there. Left foot down, right foot rises, lift up, stretch up, and drive knee to nose. Inhale, reach, extend, engage our right glute. Drive knees nose. 1 more time, lift, extend, and drive. Right foot lifts, right heel comes into the bum, we're opening up through the hips. Lift up, open, stretch, lengthen side body, 3, 2, 1, warrior 2. Right foot forward, left heel down, wiggling the hands up and over, warrior 2, right knee over right ankle, lovely long stance. Inhale, right hand stretches back. Exhale, reach forwards, right elbow to left knee, left hand over. Inhale, lift, extend and stretch, and reaching forwards, stretching out. 1 more time, inhale, arching back, and exhale, stretch forwards, right elbow, left knee, left hand over the head. From there, windmilling hands up, straightening the right leg, grounding down with the feet, engage glutes, inhale, reaching forwards. I'm just going to windmill the hands open, right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky, stretching out, triangle pose. Really powering both feet into the mat. Feel that lift the chest, opening through the heart for 3. Deep breath in and out, 2, and 1. Calm on up. From there, we're just going to left hand is going to windmill down, left toes twizzle, right hand to the sky, twisted lunge, powering both feet into the mat, bring the right hip back, we're feeling that lovely stretch through the outside of the right leg. Inhale, exhale for 3, really lovely lift and stretch, 2, and 1. Plant both hands, hips are high, strong core. From there, going to bring the left foot to the sky, inhale, exhale, drive knee to nose, squeeze the core. Inhale, reach, extend, and drive knee to nose. 1 more time, inhale, and exhale. Left foot rises, left heel in towards the bum, opening up through the hips, powering the hands into the mat. We swivel the hips round, lengthen through the side body, 3. Warrior 2 is next, 2. And 1, plant that left foot forward, right heel down, windmill the hands up and over, warrior 2. So finding that strength through the legs, extending through the arms, let's go. Inhale, arch back, stretch out. Exhale, forwards, left elbow to right knee, right hand overhead. Inhale, power into the legs, arch back, stretch back. And reaching, flowing forwards, extending through the side body. 1 more time, inhale, arch it back. And exhale, stretch forwards. Both hands up in line with the shoulders, straighten the left leg, engage the muscles of the leg, squeeze the core, lean, when reaching the limit, just spinning that left hand down, right hand to the sky. Make sure not collapsing, keep the core engaged, the glutes engaged, stretch out through the heart space, deep breaths in. And now we're almost there, 3, keep powering to the edge of that back foot, 2, and 1, right hand plants, right toes twist, left hand powers up to the sky. Our lovely final twisted lunge. Both feet press into the mat, lift up through the hip, draw the left hip back, stretch out 3, inhale, exhale 2, and 1, plant both hands, stretch back, down dog, take a moment, take a breath, inhale, exhale, bend the knees, up to seated, both legs out in front of you, soft bend through the knees, or both legs straight, inhale, reach, exhale, fold, lovely deep stretch here to finish, breathing into this space, inhale, exhale for 3, deep full breaths in and out, 2, and 1, taking hold of the kiss down fingers around the big toes, reaching up, stretching up, squeezing in the core, lift shoulders back, reach, 3, nice job, powering up, chest reaches forwards, 2, and we're on a rocking back, any variations of your modified half V sit, so you can just take that little crunch of knee to nose, head to toe, or you can take a straight leg, so you can move hands and feet away from each other, whatever you do. Last time, squeeze, lift, lower, working here for 3, so squeeze through the abs, 2, 1 more, squeeze, and release. Taking the hands behind the back of the left foot, right toes point, squeezing in the core, left knee towards the nose, stretching and strengthening the abs for 3, deep breaths in and out, 2, 1, swap over. Left toes ground, bring the right knee towards the nose, strong through the core, shoulders down, 3, stretch out, 2, and 1, swap sides, left knee towards nose, shoulders back, stretch, 3, 2, 1, and transition, drawing in, stretching in, 3, strong through the core, 2, and 1, from there, knees over the hips, take the arms out wide, inhale, and exhale. We're going to lower the legs from one side, squeezing in the core, lifting up through the abs and lowering to the side. So making sure the lower back is on the floor, taking this lovely little dynamic twist to finish, shoulders stay relaxed, with powering up, using the abs to lift up and over. You want to make it harder, the legs come straight. Working here for just a final 3, so working for the abdominals, into the obliques, 2, squeeze the core, make sure the abs are powering this movement, 1 more, and come back through centre. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch. And let's take a supine pigeon. Left ankle onto the right knee and give yourself a little hug in around that right knee. Stretching the back of that left leg and start to slow down the breath. Done an awesome job today. Have a little stretch. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2. And 1, transition, right ankle onto the left knee, taking that little stretch on the other side, so feeling that stretch right down through the back of the right leg, shoulders relaxing, spine is long, steady breaths, inhale, exhale, filling the body, new oxygen, new energy for 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and 1, unravel, taking the peace armpits around the big toes, knees in towards the armpits and extending the lower back down onto the floor. Shoulders relaxing. Lovely deep stretch into the hips. Little semi-bone, blood flowing back to the heart. Inhaling. Exhaling for 3. Shoulders relaxing. Spine is long. 2. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Soles of the feet come together. Knees are falling out wide. Hands feet coming over the head. Back of the body is long, deep, full breaths in. And really deep inhales. Exhales. For 3. Deep breath in. And 2. 1 more inhale. Exhale. And from there, we're just going to extend the legs out, stretching out. Inhale. Exhale. For 3. Breathe deep. One more full inhale. Exhale. Great job. All right, making some little squeeze. Rock and roll up to seated. Perfect. Grounding down with the sit bones. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. And exhale, the hands to heart center. Taking a final, really full, deep inhale. Exhale. And thanks for joining everyone. Great job at home. I'll see you all soon.